Hi everybody out there, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about the really small, tiny things that we can do to improve our life. It is often the smallest things that add up the most to being much bigger things that can really pay dividends when it comes to our health and our life overall. You can start any of these things today. All of them I think are pretty doable for the most part, but I want to know, after you finish watching this video, what would you add to this list? What is something, maybe a really small habit or action that has improved your life? Share in the comments, let everyone know, and let's begin. Number one is to take periodic breaks during your workday to move. And keep it simple here, small and simple. Something like standing up after 30 minutes or an hour and doing some stretching, reaching your arms up overhead, or doing something like 20 squats or 20 jumping jacks. As we know, sitting for a lot of the day isn't great for our health, but even a little bit of movement can have benefits for us when it comes to reducing our risk for chronic disease. So keep it simple, periodically throughout your day. If you're sitting for a chunk of the day, stand up, move a little bit just for, a minute. Number two is to start the thing. Take that really small step toward something that you've been really wanting to do. Only you know what that is, but I am sure some of you out there, maybe you watching this right now, there's something in the back of your mind that you've been wanting to do, but maybe you've been putting it off. But when we take the really small first step, whether that's making a phone call or registering for the program or starting the website or sending the email or the text message, whatever it is, that really small step, sometimes that's all we need to kind of get the ball rolling a little bit, is just that really small step. Often when there are things that we want to do, the idea of it can be overwhelming and can kind of paralyze us and have us put it off, or we think, oh, I'll do it in the future when I've got this sorted out or whatever. We kind of put things off. But when we just start with that really small step, it can be enough to get things going. Number three is to drink a big glass of water first thing in the morning. Hydrating really well when we first wake up is a great way to get in a bunch of water when we can otherwise kind of forget about it as the day goes on. Plus, when we wake up, we tend to be a little bit more dehydrated since we've been sleeping through the night. Staying adequately hydrated is great for our energy levels, digestion, our skin, helping with nutrient assimilation through our body. So try doing it first thing in the morning, drinking a big glass of water to start your day off on a good foot. Number four is to give your skincare a little boost with some SPF. This is something that I have been doing more often in my life, is prioritizing my skincare. I talked about this in my previous videos. I did share my skincare routines morning and night in my last video if you want to check out some of my favorite skincare products, but SPF especially is something that I've been wanting to do more of, just more regularly, daily on my face. This is such a great kind of quick and easy way for us to care for our skin and protect our skin for years to come, and something as simple as getting a moisturizer that has an SPF built in that you can just easily use kind of in the morning is kind of a really easy thing that you can do. Number five is to have a snack. Straight up, have a snack. Snacking is a good thing to do when we respond to our hunger signals by fueling up properly through the day. We really help to avoid getting over hungry, which then leads us to often making much poorer food choices or binging later on in the day. It also helps us to better balance our blood sugar, supports our mood, our energy levels, and it keeps cravings in check. So have a small snack every 2 to 3 hours between those bigger meals that you're having through the day. Try to focus on getting some protein with those snacks to help with some satiety. So things like Greek yogurt with berries, or nuts and seeds with apple slices, or banana with nut butter, or boiled eggs, things like that. Number 6 is to read a few chapters of a book to learn something new, or you could also listen to a new podcast to learn something new. I highly recommend the book, The Happiness Trap. This is a book that I have actually read more recently, been reading. If you struggle with anxiety or self-doubt, any depression, things like that, this is such a wonderful book. Oh my gosh, and I found like pretty quickly early on in the book, it was like I learned so many wonderful tools for kind of taking control of those aspects of our life that can just feel all-consuming and negative and kind of bring us down. But could be any book though. If it ever feels like you just don't have the time to read a book, just focus on one chapter. Pick up a book, read one chapter, maybe 2 chapters before bed, but such a great way to learn something new and kind of expand our mind. Number 7 is to practice mindfulness. Even just a minute here will do. 10 minutes is great, or even longer is great, of course, but we're focusing on the little things that we can do. And when we bring our attention to the present moment, we really help to quell some of those negative thoughts that we might be having, some anxiety, because we're focusing on the here and now. Just for a minute, pause, notice your surroundings, maybe take a deep breath, and just notice what's around you. Can have amazing effects on your sense of well-being. I do love the app called Insight Timer for doing some meditations. If you do want to take it a step further, that is a great app. Number 8 is to go for a walk every day if you can, or even just a few times a week. Walking has so many great health benefits for us. Great for our cardiovascular health, for our bones and our joints, great for our immune system. I like going for walks anywhere from 15 to 45 minutes around my neighborhood or some of the trails nearby. Just feels so good to do it, to get outside. Give it a try, see how you feel. Number 9 is to tidy a small space in your home. When areas of our home start piling up with all kinds of stuff, clutter, things that need to be organized, but we're not getting to it, and it's just becoming messier and messier, it can kind of weigh us down. And when we tackle a small area, it could be your closet, which is actually something that I need to do. It's on my to-do list. I have some things I need to donate. Could be your, like a cupboard, it could be a messy drawer, maybe your fridge even. Once we do it, it just feels so good. We have this greater sense of kind of organization back in our life. Reduced clutter brings a greater sense of ease into our life as well. And number 10, finally, is to reach out to a friend that you've been maybe meaning to connect with or reply to, even if it's just to say hi and to check in, but even better, setting up a little get-together. Connection is so important with people, and it always feels so good when we do make that effort to get together with friends that maybe we haven't seen in a while, and we just connect. Human connection is so important. It's the little things like that, again, even just checking in, that can kind of boost our mood and help us feel connected again. So that's it for today's video. 10 really small things that you can do to improve your life before the new year, or in the new year, or any time of year. I hope you enjoyed these points. Some things have definitely made an impact in my life, and I really want to know, what is something that has improved your life, something really small that's made a big difference in your life? Please share in the comments below, let everyone know, and I will see you all in the next one.